Mom says sharing is caring, but I care about keeping my toys.
This is Kiana. She's 6 years old, loves to laugh, and really enjoys playing in her room. Her toys are her favorite, her snacks are delicious, and everything is just the way she likes it. This morning, everything was going perfectly. Her blocks stayed stacked, her crackers were extra crunchy, and nobody was asking her to share a single thing.
My toys! My snacks! All mine!
The doorbell rang. Kiana froze right in place. Dung dung da dung went the dramatic music in her head. Someone very special was coming to visit, and Kiana's perfectly peaceful day was about to get very interesting. The doorbell rang again. Kiana froze where she stood, her eyes growing wide. She tiptoed to the window and peeked outside. Her cousin Zariah was coming over to play. Zariah was fun and full of energy, but sometimes her kind of sharing meant grabbing toys and snacks without asking first. The door swung open, and Zariah burst in with a big, bright smile, full of energy and excitement. Zariah burst into the room with a big, cheerful smile, holding her favorite doll. Her eyes sparkled with excitement as she spotted Kiana and made her way over, already full of ideas for a fun tea party.
I'm glad you brought your doll, because my toys are just for me.
Zariah's smile slowly faded. She hugged her doll a little tighter and looked around the room. At the tea set, the blocks, the games, everything looked so fun, but not if she wasn't allowed to join in. Quietly, she sat on the rug and placed her doll in her lap. She didn't say a word. Kiana peeked at her from across the room. The excitement she felt just moments ago seemed to shrink. The room hadn't changed, but something about it suddenly felt quieter. Not the cozy kind of quiet, the lonely kind.
Looks like something's going on in here. Everything okay, girls?
Mr. Joy could tell. Something wasn't quite right.
You know, toys are fun, but they're even better when you share them with someone you love.
Kiana looked at the tea set, then at Zariah, and something in her heart felt a little softer. Without saying a word, she picked up the tea set, walked over, and gently handed it to Zariah. And she said, "I'm sorry, Zariah. You can play with it too." Zariah's face lit up like sunshine. One small act of kindness had made the whole room feel brighter. The two girls sat down side by side at the little tea table, pouring invisible tea and giggling with every pretend sip. What started as a moment of tension had turned into a beautiful memory because someone chose to share. Kiana leaned forward with a twinkle in her eye, pretending to pour sugar into Zariah's cup. "Would you like some sugar with that, Princess Zariah?" she asked playfully. Zariah grinned from ear to ear and clutched her tiny teacup. "Yes, please," she giggled, "and maybe a cookie too." Just then, Mr. Joy and his wife peeked around the corner. They stood quietly in the doorway, watching the girls play together with gentle smiles on their faces. The same little Kiana who once didn't want to share was now laughing, pouring pretend tea, and making her cousin feel special. A big smile spread across Mr. Joy's face. He didn't say a word, but inside he felt so proud because his little Kiana had learned something beautiful. She had learned to share. Sharing isn't just about giving something away, it's about making room in our hearts for someone else. And that day, both Kiana and Zariah learned that the best kind of fun is the kind you share. As the girls clinked their tiny teacups and burst into another round of giggles, the whole room seemed to glow a little brighter. It wasn't just a tea party, it was a moment of love, kindness, and growing hearts. The Bible says in Luke 6:31, "Do to others as you would have them do to you." When Kiana chose to share, she was living out that very truth, treating her cousin the way she would want to be treated. She didn't just invite Zariah to play, she made her feel included, welcome, and loved. And when we share with others, we don't just make them happy, we make God happy too. Because kindness and love are the greatest gifts we can give.